What's up, Adventure Buddies? Welcome back to this week's video. In this week's video, we're going to take you to the beautiful Yosemite National Park. Cue that intro.
So coming up from Los Angeles, this trip was about a 6-mile drive north. And so one thing to note is that when you are going into the park from Los Angeles, there's one road in, and it's typically one lane all the way through for about 30 miles. So as you're planning out your trip, we urge you to check the traffic conditions because you might get stuck along the way as you're trying to get into the park.
Finally, we made it to the park. We got checked in, and just when we thought we had arrived, it was another 30 minutes to our campsite. But I will say it was a pretty drive, where we stopped along the way to take some cool pictures and to see a great preview of the park.
After the windy road into the park, we finally made it to the valley floor, to our campsite, Curry Village. Here we stayed in a beautiful location in the heart of the action, in a little glamping tent that had all the amenities, as well as being in close proximity to food, shops, and the popular hiking trails. But for now, I'm not gonna go into a ton of details about staying at Curry Village, so make sure you hit that subscribe button down below to follow along as we do an entire video showcasing everything you need to know about staying here in Curry Village, answering all your questions, and more importantly, to let you know if it was worth it.
After unpacking, first up on our adventure was rent some bikes and explore the beautiful national park. Here we enjoyed an easy bike ride to several areas of the park, such as Yosemite Village, as well as some nearby hikes like Yosemite Falls.
So after bike riding, we worked up quite the appetite. So we headed over to Yosemite Lodge to get a burger. And this place was great. Well, I'm not gonna tell you all about it because that's stealing from an upcoming video. So if you wanna see the video on best places to eat at Yosemite, click that subscribe button down below and make sure you stay tuned for our upcoming adventures as we're gonna explain to you everything you need to know about Yosemite National Park.
Then the next morning we woke up super early to beat the crowd and make us go on a hard hike to see a waterfall going along the Mist Trail. Here we walked about 4 miles through winding switchbacks and way too many stairs, but in the end it was worth it. Check it out. John was right, this hike was awesome. Well, not because of the actual hiking aspect, but because of what we saw and what we did in Vernal Falls. But rather than me explaining what we did, let's just roll the clip.
After the hike of the Mist Trail, it was time for us to rest our legs and get a bite to eat at the Meadows Grill at Curry Village. Nothing beats a burger, or a veggie burger in our case, right after a nice long hike.
Then because we had so much fun yesterday, we decided to ride bikes on the campground and continue to explore Yosemite National Park, which to be honest was way better than hiking. Here we biked onto a little smaller and easier trails, which were really cool. But I won't give away which ones we did quite yet. You'll need to hit that subscribe button and stay tuned for our upcoming video where we go over our top hikes for kids in Yosemite. And so after hiking and biking, we were exhausted. However, when you come across a river and it is 90 degrees outside, you might as well jump in. Duh.
There you have it, another day in the books. And I must be honest, the kids actually did fairly well doing all the hiking and activities we did today. However, I needed them to get a good night's sleep because we still had plenty of trails left on the docket for tomorrow.
More hiking, are you kidding me?
So on our last day at the park, we planned out 3 more hikes near the exit. However, to be honest, we called it quits after the first 2 because I think we were all too exhausted from the days prior.
Yes, we were a bit tired, but we were really glad we ended up hiking Centennial Dome and ended our trip with some incredible views. Take a look.
So there you guys have it.
Another adventure in the book.
And if you like this video,
Please consider giving us that big thumbs up and hitting that subscribe button because we have a lot more adventures and information coming your way.
and if you know somebody who's going up to Yosemite soon, please consider sharing this video.
Because after all, life's an adventure.
Who you going on it with?